Whoa. This is quite the map. There's an interior building too. Crystals are a lot... Whoa. What is this? That shape in there. This is a very interesting location. There's even a port side. Wow, the ocean. Or at least a body of water. Alright, let's keep moving.
On my way.
It is not becoming to rush. I will go slowly.
Here we go.
Encounter.
Electric weakness again.
Very well.
Alright.
Moving, I shall grant you victory, your grace.
And this level theme too is very cool and intense.
Here we go. Very well. Moving out.
Crystals here seem a lot purer and
Encounter.
brighter.
On my way.
I shall grant you victory, your grace.
Man, think how big this is. This is like a multi-story building and these crystals are just completely consuming it.
It is not becoming to rush.
Coming.
It is not becoming to rush. I will go slowly.
Oh my gosh. This is like a crystal field.
If you take out the danger aspect, it looks quite beautiful, don't you think?
Yeah.
You're right. It's pretty.
Something tells me the map won't be of much use here. With all these crystals sprouting everywhere, the pathways are completely different from what's on the map.
Isn't that what we've got you for?
That's true, but I'm only good at applying what I've memorized. I'm not so great at forging completely new
Man,
paths.
Nikke has such good music.
What? Are you serious?
Nope. I'm actually quite good at that, too. There's a reason they sent me as Pathfinder's representative.
You got me good.
Still, though, why are there so many crystals here?
I guess because of the
This
civilization.
was originally a moderate-sized city, right? It must be teeming with energy that could serve as nutrients for these crystals. And look over there.
I look in the direction Alex's pointing. Wow. It's a giant circular crystal with light shining from it. It's quite the sight. Although the view of it is partially blocked by the buildings and other crystals, its size is still formidable enough to remain intimidating.
That crystal is lighting up a city of this size all on its own. I bet you can feel the heat emanating from it if you get close. It must be giving off a tremendous amount of energy. I am not entirely sure, but I'm willing to bet that thing is the source of all the other crystals. Or something important like that. If everyone else agrees, I say we make our way towards it.
Gotta investigate.
Wow, you're really raring to go.
I've been that way from the start. If I didn't feel inspired after seeing it with my own eyes, I could hardly call myself someone with a thirst for knowledge.
We gotta figure it out.
Interesting.
I'll leave it to you to mark the map, Miss Shifty. Even if we don't know where we're going, we'll need to keep track of where we came from.
Already on it. However, the alpha particle concentration here is stunningly low.
Still low, huh?
This is the first time I've seen levels this low on the surface.
We can investigate that later if we have time.
I guess the crystals
There
also
might be
act as
some
a
connection
alpha
between
particle
the
absorber.
alpha particles and the crystals.
Fair enough.
So, which way?
Just go straight for now. There should be a fork in the road up ahead. I'll guide you once you get there.
Okay, then I'll take the lead.
So what are we gonna find here? I know a boss is lurking ahead, but how are we gonna get to that point?
It's time I teach all of you a lesson.
Another new battlefield.
Next.
Man, those structures in the background look super cool. Just completely overtaken by the crystals.
Everything superfluous will be banished from paradise.
And there's lots of these things around.
Return to where you belong. Pay attention in class.
Come on. Hold down.
I'm sorry. Everything superfluous will be banished
Taking a bit of
from
damage
paradise.
here. Not too much, but still
Time for
damage.
class to begin.
Glass slippers, full contact. Pour out. Now is the time of true beauty.
Thankfully, Marciana's here to patch things up.
I shall grant you victory, Your Grace.
Sure enough, there is a fork in the road.
I knew it.
So where do we go from here?
Assuming this is a moderately sized city, there would have been a lot of cars. Judging by the position of the traffic lights and the curvature of the road, I'd say we want to go to the left.
How did you figure that out? It's like magic.
Sorry, but it'd take a while to explain the intricacies of road construction and city infrastructure. 2 hours or so, if I were to hazard a guess.
Roads and
Is
roads
that
and
okay
cars,
with
not
you?
much more than that.
I'm good for now. Maybe next time.
Okay, sure. I'm sure you'll be able to catch on super quickly.
Alright, let's head to the left.
She probably knows more than she's letting
Sounds
on,
good.
though. Whatever
Let's
mystery
go.
person she's texting.
Wait,
Huh?
everyone needs to slow down. I understand that discovering new things in a new place can be exciting. But that doesn't mean we should start ignoring the dangers around here.
That is true.
What dangers? As long as we don't touch the crystals for too long, we should be fine.
You know what I mean. If the crystals are able to parasitize in a rapture, then we shouldn't be an exception.
Yeah.
So long as we don't touch them for too long.
Situations like these rarely go how you expect them to go. We could, for example, end up falling into a pit full of crystals.
Then what are you
Then
gonna
we
do?
have to be careful to make sure something like that doesn't happen.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. We don't even necessarily know what being careful means in this context.
You have no idea if these
There's
crystals
still
are just
so
gonna
much we don't
jump
know
out
about
and
these
actively
crystals.
attack now.
Most importantly, that Lord-class rapture we just took down was unlike any others we've gone up against.
Could be more.
It was far stronger. We have no way of knowing whether or not there are any Tyrant-class raptures out there infected by these crystals. Who among us has any experience fighting Tyrant-class raptures and above?
Yeah.
Commander, I suggest that we return. The prudent thing to do would be to continue our search only after proper maintenance and rest.
No,
Yeah.
it's okay.
Liveryn.
These crystals only grow on the ground or on walls, right?
They're all over the place.
So long as they don't fall from the sky, then we'll be able to navigate around them with no problem. The same goes for Tyrant-class raptures. There's no way one of those would be able to sneak up on us.
Awfully desperate, aren't you?
As long as we pay attention, we can safely navigate through this area. Isn't that right?
I believe we're well aware of any potential dangers that lurk ahead. And as I mentioned earlier, we can't just turn back and return after seeing something like this.
I mean, you
We're
could,
still
but
not
better
entirely
come back
sure
alive
if this
then.
thing is dangerous or not. If things get heated, then I believe beating a swift retreat would be the right move. But for now, I think it would be premature.
And lest we all forget, we've got the commander in tow. We might be able to remove our heads and be in the clear, but one false move, and it's goodbye for good for the commander.
Weak human body.
Of course, we'll do everything we can to protect him, but the crystals could make that difficult. I'm curious as well, naturally, but the Master's safety is our top priority.
Should we ask the commander if we should proceed?
That's not what I'm getting at.
Huh? Then what do you mean? We're fully aware of how dangerous it might be to press forward. We're putting our lives on the line. Despite all that, the reason we're choosing to keep going is because this goes beyond us. it's more important than us. Isn't that true for the commander, too? You're not doing this simply because the higher-ups gave you an order, are you, Commander?
Well, no.
You are here because there is something important to you. Something worth the risk.
Suppose you can say it like that, but...
Commander.
I wasn't voting that we do go back and regroup and repair, but... I guess we're still going. Fine, we'll keep going.
I understand. Let's keep going.
I knew you'd understand, Commander. No risk, no reward.
But too much risk and you lose any chance of a reward, because you'll be dead.
It is not.
Encounter! On my way.
I should start preparing.
Here we go.
Coming.
Here we go.
I'm glad I was able to protect.
It is
Guess we'll
not
keep moving on
becoming
anyway.
to rush. I will go slowly.
Found crystals. Squad members in land covered by crystals. Commander escaped. SOS signal transmitter covered by crystals. The third piece.
Very well. Moving out.
Encounter! On my way.
I shall grant you victory, Your Grace.
Here we go.
Yeah. Keep it going.
They are united.
Here we go.
What a truly beautiful
What's the
story.
power level
Should
here?
I begin?
I'm gonna have to upgrade soon. It's at 31, I'm at 33. Maybe near the end of the chapter I might have to upgrade a bit. I might lose my quick battle
Here we go.
I shall
ability.
grant you victory, Your Grace.
That'll eat up a lot more time if I have to actually fight all these.
It is not becoming to rush. I will go slowly.
Anything over here in this little pocket?
On my way.
No. Okay. No one there. At least these ones are all simple and easy to see.
Here we go.
A lot of these gates around.
Very well. Moving out.
Ah, right there.
It is not becoming to rush.
Encounter!
Wait,
It is
grab it real
not
quick.
becoming to rush. I will go slowly.
Fourth piece. Found crystals, rapid crystal expansion. Crystals seeped into body. Found commander, dead. No visible injuries. Only one bullet left. I got the third and fourth, but I didn't get a first or second one down here. Oh wait, there's one right there.
Very well. Moving out.
We'll grab that real quick. Just credits.
Here we go.
On my way.
Can't go in those areas. Alright, we'll shovel on. Not missing anyone. No, not seeing any.
It is not becoming to rush.
Keep moving.
I will go slowly.
Why is that
Coming.
crane still operational?
Here we go.
The crane should not be operational if it's
Commander,
been deserted this long.
Can we talk for a moment?
And what's up?
I've been thinking about it, and I really do feel this is too dangerous. How about we go back?
Yeah, I'm in agreement, but we've already come this far. I don't want to go back empty-handed.
I think you're pushing this too far.
Just a second. Oh, pardon me. Right. This isn't that much different from the missions we've done in the past.
Master has a point. We've been in far worse situations before. And this isn't all that dissimilar to other predicaments we've been in.
Is it, though?
But my firepower sensor is going off big time, Commander. Something is dangerous about this place.
Something big is happening
We've
here.
never been so in the dark regarding our surroundings.
In every mission we've been on before, we had at least a cursory knowledge of the surface and the Rapture presence.
This is all new, though.
Here, however, our surroundings are utterly alien, and so are the creatures we've encountered thus far. Personally, I feel the risk of continuing is too high. We also don't know how the crystals will affect humans. At the very least, it would be smarter to fall back, gather our forces, and continue the search at a later date.
I agree,
I
Ralphie,
can
but it's
empathize
not
with
my
the
choice
others
as
who
the
wanted to
commander's.
blaze full steam ahead. But to me, it's obvious. We're walking straight into danger.
Yes, there's a risk, but don't you all think it's worth taking? Commander's so
Commander?
eager.
Is there any particular reason why you're pushing yourself this much?
So eager.
Yeah, how come you're so insistent? I've never seen you like this before.
You didn't rack up a load of debt at Coin Rush, did you?
No, nothing like that.
Wait, did you? Oh, Master. I understand you're under a lot of stress, but you shouldn't be indulging in such vices. Well, it can't be helped. I might have to sell my prized collection.
Neon, be quiet for a moment. I want to strengthen our position in the Ark.
Our position?
You mean like power?
Yes.
Commander, what do you intend on using that power for?
I want to bring Marion back. To the extent that everyone in the Ark can turn their backs on us, and it wouldn't matter. To the point where no one would dare become our enemy. I want that kind of power.
Are you sure it's just Marion you're thinking of?
No, I'm thinking of you, all of you as well. If the day ever comes when your back is against the wall and you're forced to make a decision, that isn't viewed favorably by those in the Ark, I want to be on your side.
Well, to make that possible, you'd really need to be on top of the pile. When that happens, would you offer me a position?
No.
Hey, not fair!
I'm no politician. The only way for me to obtain that kind of power, especially in the Ark, would be through doing things that no one else has done.
I understand.
Commander, how far are you willing to go? Honestly, I don't...
They just care
No,
about you,
never
Commander.
mind. Good for you. 3 cheers for the Commander's bright future.
Can't you at least offer me a secretary position?
Nope. Because by then, you'll be working alongside me.
I'm not worthy. Please forgive your foolish disciple who was blinded by desire.
Shifty,
I'll strike this conversation from the record. Half of these statements the commander made are tantamount to a declaration of war. To do such a thing when you're not yet prepared will end in disaster. I don't want anything bad to befall the commander.
Thank you, Shifty.
thank you.
Having said that, it would be wise to familiarize yourself with the basics of politics, Commander. The same
politics
word
suck,
can
though.
have many different meanings depending on the context. Once this search mission is through, I'll send you more information through a private line.
Thanks, I'll study.
Anise,
Huh? What?
don't think about it too much. This won't be happening overnight. There's still plenty of time.
You're right.
And you never know. Your feelings might change in the meantime. They usually tend to.
Rappy. I didn't know you were capable of consoling someone, Rappy.
Come on, now,
I've
give her a little
changed as
credit.
well.
Yeah, I understand the Commander's drive to want to bring Marion back and help everyone, help all the Nikkes.
Absent a catastrophic failure, we should
Going
be
this
fine.
headstrong and
Battery
blindly into
overload.
something still isn't smart. You may feel hurried and whatnot, but there really isn't that much of a hurry at this point. There's no real factor pushing you to push everyone else here.
Might,
Not just the Commander you're working.
banished
you're-
from paradise.
It's not just the Commander pushing himself. It's him pushing everyone around him.
Return to
And
where
if they
you
fall
belong.
behind and aren't able to keep up, then it's gonna get messy.
Now is the time of true beauty.
Ah. Don't shoot him down, Dorothy. Come on.
My turn. Everything superfluous will be banished from paradise. Time for class
All we
to
can really do
begin.
is just hope and pray things go well here.
Glass slippers, full
I don't feel like that's gonna come at a cost, though. I still have that bad feeling about Liveryn and hammering. They're introduced this early along with Eleg, but Only Elec at this
What
point
a
has been
truly
introduced an
beautiful
actual
story
attainable
this
Nikke.
was. I am most
This
pleased
makes you think that
with
something's
it.
gonna happen to them. I hope nothing happens to
Very
them,
well.
but
Boom, girl to the rest.
On my way.
it's really making me think that
I
way.
shall grant you
It
victory.
is not because
Should I begin?
it is not because
Rapture's eliminated.
Liveryn hammering talking about just... Oh. Hammering just talking about having to
Did you find
sever
it?
her own head in case she gets
Very
caught by,
well.
caught by
Moving
the
out.
crystals, but not being able to. And Liveryn being texting some mysterious person
Moving.
that's urging her to go along.
Boom, girl to the
Something's
rest.
gonna
is not
happen,
my
clearly.
Grant you victory, your
On my way.
encounter. Very well.
what a truly beautiful story.
Moving. Coming.
It is not because
I should
Narrative
start
foreshadowing,
preparing
they
for
call
the
it.
On my way. Moving.
they are human.
On my way. I should start preparing for the next class. Very well. Coming.
Here we go.
What a truly beautiful story this was.
Keep it
I am
going.
most pleased with it.
Moving.
They are humanity's enemy.
It's still at
And so I shall
it's still
defeat
31-2. I'm at 33-8, so I have a good amount of
On
power
my
left
way.
before I need to upgrade. Maybe by next chapter I'll need to upgrade more.
Another crystal is blocking the way. This one seems to be about 5 meters high. What should we do?
Go ahead and smash it. The path should continue beyond it.
Okay.
That's safe. Hammering viciously swings at the crystal, blocking the path.
Wow, she is really strong.
Is it safe to be
This
breathing
one
in those
seemed to
little
fall
crystal dust
faster.
particles?
That's
Imagine
because I
not.
know where its weak points are.
Hey, stay focused. Don't look at us. Look at the crystal while you're swinging at it.
It's all good. I'm used to it by now. I can do this with my eyes closed at this point. Take a look.
Hey, what are you doing? Open your eyes.
Why are you freaking out? I was doing fine, wasn't I?
Yeah, but it looks super dangerous.
You scare too easily.
No, you've just got a few screws loose.
Don't we all?
Huh? That last swing felt different. I think I'm hitting a wall of some kind.
Huh? No way. There should be a path beyond these crystals.
I'll keep going.
Some sort of structure, maybe?
Was that your finger?
Look here.
No thanks. I'm squeamish around stuff like that.
It's a wall, all right. Solid concrete.
You were right.
Could just be a collapsed building. Between the broken shards of crystal, a gray concrete wall is revealed.
Strange. I thought for sure this was the right way.
Did you make a mistake? What should we do? Should I break through the wall? I think I can secure a path wide enough for us to move.
Sure, go for it. There has to be a pathway behind this wall.
Okay.
And Ring starts swinging again at the wall. After a while, she reveals a cliff beyond the layers of concrete. Cliff?
I'm sorry. I guess my nerves got the better of me. Let's go to this side.
A moment later,
Hammering, could you clear us a path? There's one here for sure. I can feel it.
You got it.
A dead end?
another.
Let's try breaking the crystals on the ceiling. There must be a way up.
Okay.
The city's not moving itself around us, is it?
It's blocked.
Surely not.
What is going on?
Miss Liveryn, perhaps you don't know the way?
No, that can't be it.
Well, I'm starting to have my doubts. You did say you weren't the best at forging new paths. Miss Liveryn, you can't just take wild guesses like this. I know you want to prove yourself, but what if something went wrong? Hammering is out here busting her back, breaking through these crystals.
It's okay. It's what I came here to do.
Still, you've wasted your energy. If Miss Liveryn doesn't know the way, then we should all...
You're wrong. I know the way.
Okay, fine.
Liveryn.
Maybe you were just unlucky. we should head for some high ground and...
I'm sorry.
It's alright, Liveryn.
I'm so sorry.
Take it easy.
Miss Liveryn?
I screwed up. I'm sorry.
Oh no.
What? Are you okay?
Lung function's decreasing.
Liveryn, I need you to breathe.
You having an asthma attack?
No, no, no! Lay her down flat.
I went too far.
Wasn't expecting this. Hammering slams Liveryn's chest with her fist.
What are you doing?
I guess
If
that
the
works.
machine is acting up, giving it a good whack usually fixes it.
Your Nikke's not machines.
Seriously? You still believe that in this day and age? And besides, we're not crude machines.
But aren't we, though?
I wouldn't say crude at all.
Sure, we are technically, but...
I guess it worked in this instance.
I think she's calmed down.
Let's not repeat that.
Lung functions have stabilized. Sit back and relax for a bit. We need to monitor your situation. A moment ago, I saw a big area just beyond the crystal that hammering smashed. It appears to lead inside a larger structure. So, I'd say we move in that direction.
Roger.
Are you okay, Miss Liveryn? I'm sorry, I was too...
No. It's just... I have a condition. Don't worry about it. It's okay.
Here, we should move out.
I'll carry you.
They did mention earlier that if they didn't, do well here, they'd be, off to a scrap heap. Could they possibly be part of, the same scrap squad that Mori is part
Time
of?
I teach all of you a lesson.
Under, G1's control? I forget her name, C1's sister? That's sort of my thought process here. Why else would she be so desperate to prove herself as useful?
Everything superfluous will be banished from paradise.
That's about all I can guess from so far.
Last slippers, full contact. Pour out. Even when I'm preparing, I'm gorgeous.
So many raptures.
Everything superfluous will be banished from paradise.
Keep up the good work, girls.
Return to where you belong. Time to finish. Just a little more.
We've been steadily seeing more of her in these recent updates. I guess I can only assume that she's gonna be playing a bigger role later on.
Moving. On my way.
A lot of gates.
Girl,
So many
do the
gates
It
here.
is not becoming.
Rapture's eliminated!
Very well. Moving out.
They are humanity's and
Very well. I shall grant you victory, Your Grace.
Nothing missing. Nope. Just continue
Moving.
on. Running all over the city.
Girl to the right!
It is not what a truly beautiful.
Moving.
Coming.
Here we go! Rapture's eliminated!
185.
On my way. Should I begin?
It is not.
I'm glad I was able to protect everyone. Moving.
Boom! Girl to the Rapture's eliminated!
Going inside the building now.
It is not becoming to rush. I will go slowly.
And
Very well.
Ah.
Moving out.
guess we'll open that gate up.
On my way. Should I begin? Moving. I should start preparing for the next class.
Oh, EX stage. Yeah, more raptures. There's EX. Where am I?
Did you? Very well.
Wait, no.
Moving out.
Do not want that.
It is not becoming to rush. I will go slowly.
Grab that.
It is not
Should I begin?
Get that high ground
truly
view, huh?
beautiful story this was.
Very boom, girl to the rescue.
Surprised the TV's still working at all.
On my way.
Really, it doesn't seem like it should be. After taking some deep breaths, Liveryn manages to calm herself down.
I'm okay now. I'm sorry.
No, I'm sorry. I didn't mean what I said back there.
It's alright. I overreacted. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Yeah, girls.
What happened back there anyway?
You really fell apart. That can't be normal.
You were hyperventilating. Was it perhaps triggered by some past trauma?
Liveryn, I don't want to die.
Huh? Neither do I.
I volunteered for this mission so that I could better my life. But it's not worth giving my life for. I can't better my life if I lose it entirely.
Yeah, that's my same
Same applies
thought.
to you. All of this will be for naught if you end up dead because of it. I refuse to go any further until you tell me what's going on with you. This place is dangerous enough as it is. If the person I'm supposed to be working with poses a danger as well, I can't in good conscience continue.
Right.
You're
If
speaking
there's some
well.
reason you can't tell us, you don't have to. But the search will end here.
I wasn't like this before. I made a big mistake in the past. I got too greedy and something we were working on went wrong. As a result, the people I was working with suffered greatly.
You led them into the wrong spot
I
and they got
pushed myself
massacred.
then in hopes of having a better life, but it didn't pan out.
My
All I
first guess.
succeeded in doing was angering those around me. It was all my fault. That much is true. I ruined everything. Ever since then, whenever someone tells me I did something wrong, I have a panic attack.
Yikes. Now I'm scared of criticizing you.
I'm not always like this. It's only when I'm trying to hide something and get caught doing it.
So you are trying to
When
hide
that
something,
happens, it triggers something in me, and I have difficulty breathing.
So, that means you really don't know the way?
Yes. I'm sorry. I thought it would work out somehow.
huh? You're still a
I
helpful
didn't
guy,
expect the
giving us some
crystals
sort of
to be so
direction earlier.
manifold and in random places like they are. So no, I don't know the way. I'm completely at a loss. I don't know where we're going, how to get there, or even if we're going in the right direction. Nothing.
Commander, our guide doesn't know the way. What would you like to do?
It would be smart to fall back, but I'm sure he's gonna say not. I think the reason we're in this situation is because we were too cautious.
Huh? Isn't being cautious a good thing?
Seems like the opposite of what they were doing. We're in unknown territory, so it's only natural to be on guard. In fact, I think we were walking on eggshells nearly every stop on the way. We treated anything and everything around us with suspicion.
In other words, we only wore ourselves out doing so.
I guess, but... yes, beyond what's necessary. So let's relax a bit.
And how do we achieve that?
Nothing has changed. One misstep and we're all toast.
We loosen up and do other things on our way. We all know the inherent danger of what we're doing, right? So as long as we avoid these, we've got leeway to do what we want. In a way, this is a treasure hunt. We have the right to be a little excited.
I think you're onto something.
Honestly, I wasn't a big fan of everyone being on tenterhooks.
I'll stick close to you, Commander. We'll be fine so long as our heads remain intact. But the same cannot be said for you.
I'm
Yes,
still
I've flew
not
plenty enough
convinced that
already.
everything's gonna be hunky-dory if we're a bunch of severed heads.
What should I do? I was meant to be a guide, but I don't know the way.
You said you never forget the way from which you've come, right?
Yes, that I'm confident with.
Then you can help us retrace our steps if things get hairy later. That's the most important part, and it's a task we will entrust to you.
I understand. Thank you, Commander.
I have faith in you.
I can't believe this. You're not angry with me? You're unlike any other
There goes the commander
I've
again,
seen.
swooning in our Nikke.
Heck, you're unlike any man I've ever seen.
Well, since we've gotten to this point,
Classic
I
commander.
have a theory I want to test.
What is it?
This building has a huge electronic display.
Ah, jeez.
I want to see if I can run boom on it.
As long as I don't draw raptures to
What
us, sounds
for?
like a problem.
Mr. Commander just said we can do what we want.
Right.
Fine, knock yourself out.
Then let's go to the rooftop.
We all follow Ellig up to the roof.
Robbie, can I ask you something?
What is it?
Hmm?
The commander... is he seeing someone? I don't mean anything by it, I'm just curious, that's
Yes,
all.
of course, just curious.
He is married.
What?
Huh?
Huh?
Really?
Rappy?
Yes, and he has 2 kids.
Rappy?
No way.
Rappy. Eliminating the competition before he even shows up.
Gaze upon me, my audience.
Ah, poor Liveryn. Never got the chance. Sorry.
Preparing to reload.
Ah, here are those.
Everything superfluous will be banished from paradise.
These small flying ones are very annoying. Launching off those slow projectiles that
Black
fill up the
slippers,
air and are
full contact.
a pain to shoot down.
Time to finish.
I would hate dealing with them. Yeah. Get overwhelmed so easily and do so much damage a lot.
Everything superfluous will be banished from paradise.
Rappy defending our territory though is very cute.
Return to where you belong.
Renner has enough pursuers, don't need another one.
Now is the time of true beauty.
Yeah. We're still surviving well, not taking too much damage.
I'm glad I was able to protect everyone. Here we are.
Wow,
It's clear
it's
sky.
really high up here.
You betcha. You can get a good sense of the city's layout from up here. Anyway, go ahead and do your thing, Liveryn.
Okay. I'll memorize the layout. This was really thoughtful of you, Ellig.
Don't mention it. Anywho, I'm gonna tinker with this display for a while.
How do you plan on getting it to work? Hasn't the electricity all been sucked up by the crystals? There's no way in hell that thing is functional right now. There's not enough juice in there to even charge your phone.
It was flickering though.
That's all true, but the crystals contain electricity, do they not? With a little bit of crafty manipulation, I'm hoping to redirect that current and make it flow towards this display.
I suppose it's worth the experiment.
What exactly are you hoping to achieve with this experiment?
This is all conjecture at this point, but I don't think this is the only place where the crystals have appeared.
It would
I'm
not be
willing to
surprising.
bet there's a whole bevy of them spread out over a vast distance. That would mean there's a free energy source covering huge swaths of the surface. We'd be fools to let such a precious potential source go to waste.
True. Alright, give it a try.
All right.
Moment later.
Hammering,
Yes?
do you see that?
Where?
Over there, by the green container.
I see it. What about it?
It could just be my imagination. But don't you think the color of those crystals is a bit different?
The color?
Hmm.
Ah, you're right. It's a subtle difference, but they seem a bit brighter.
That's what I was thinking.
I knew I wasn't seeing things.
Hold on a second.
What are you doing?
I changed my vision settings to better differentiate between light sources.
Is that safe? You might undergo a mind switch.
It'll be fine so long as I only use it for a short while. Yep. Those crystals over there are definitely more luminescent. And they're getting brighter.
Do they get brighter the closer they get to the two-lane road?
That's right. How did you know?
Just a theory. Crystals closer to the main cluster seem to shine brighter. The two-lane road might lead to the crystal cluster.
In other words, if we follow the brighter crystals, they'll lead us to the big boy?
That's my guess, yes.
Out of the operation.
Then let's hurry and move.
Well done, Liveryn.
Thanks.
Looks like she succeeded. There's sound of explosion from somewhere not far off. But it somehow feels different from those we even heard before. Sounds remarkably 8-bit.
Got it! It's working!
I would also love to play a game on just a big billboard like that. Can't blame her for being excited. From the building across from us, Boom is playing on the display in its full glory.
If you keep supplying nutrients to these crystals before they completely disintegrate, they won't grow. But they'll continue to store the reserves of electricity inside them for a while. It's like they have a built-in survival instinct. When they're in this stabilized state, they won't absorb anything, so you can pull the electricity remaining inside them and harness it. Call me crazy, but to me, this means we can use them as a viable energy source.
How much power are they capable of providing?
Sit tight for this one. For this entire electric display, all I needed was this.
Ella points to a crystal shard approximately the size of a fingernail.
You're kidding.
I assure you, I'm telling the truth.
Wow, that's
This
incredible.
is astounding! These crystals are unparalleled storage devices for electricity. Just imagine how much electricity that gargantuan crystal cluster at the edge of the city must contain.
I've been enough to run the Ark for a few
Sustain
centuries.
The Ark for generations.
Will we be able to harvest it? That's the issue. And there it is.
It is not becoming to rush. I will go slowly.
We'll bring that gate now. And that one.
Here we go.
Where does this one take me? Over here. Don't really see the point in bringing me here. I could just go the other way.
On my way. Moving.
Save me the few seconds of walking.
Very well.
Encounter. On my way.
I shall grant you victory. Here we go.
First piece, huh? Trapped in a city outside the Ark. No anomalies detected. Sending SOS signals.
Very well.
So now we're getting the
Moving
first ones. Okay.
They are humanity.
Moving. I'm glad I was able to protect everyone.
Here we go.
Should I begin?
It is not becoming to rush. I will go slowly.
So what's our goal?
Where to next?
Clear a path to that crystal cluster?
Yes. Now, the path might undergo some changes the next time we come back, but they will most likely only be slight variations. The growth rate of these crystals is slow, and there doesn't seem to be significant energy sources remaining in this city.
We should return after conducting a brief investigation of the crystal cluster.
Yes, finally.
Huh? Why are we heading back?
It would be nice to utilize the crystal cluster straight away, but we don't have the appropriate equipment for such an endeavor.
Yeah, no one can really handle it.
We need to conduct more thorough research first.
If this crystal cluster is everything Ella claims it to be, it's a significant discovery. If everything goes well, we might conduct periodic expeditions for crystals in the future.
Dangerous, but
And
profitable.
we may well be part of those search teams. We'll no longer have to worry about living day to day.
And the commander will get boatloads of respect for leading a successful operation.
Oh boy. Just the thought of all that fame, all that power, gives me butterflies.
Have you found a suitable path, Liveryn?
Yes. The closer we get to the crystal cluster, the stronger the light from the crystals on the ground will be. It's a very subtle difference, but it's definitely there.
Subtle enough to not be detectable with the naked eye.
I can activate my light detection vision.
Don't. If you keep that function on for too long, it's like riding an express train straight to a mind switch.
Shifty, anything you can do for us?
Yes. I'll upload a light detection feature to your operation device.
Wonderful.
Just a moment.
Miss Shifty, you probably won't be able to communicate with us while we're using the light detection function,
Why?
since it'll take up the entire operation device.
Well, there's not much we can do about that.
Hold on. Miss Neon can do it.
Huh? Me?
Ow, those glasses again.
Me?
Yup.
It's like watching two parrots go back and forth.
All I have is a firepower detection sensor.
Could you lightly tap the upper left frame of your glasses 3 times?
Ugh.
How much did you modify those things?
My eyes!
That, my friend, is a light amplification function. If anything is emitting even the slightest bit of luminescence, you'll be able to see it clearly. Do you notice a difference in the brightness of the crystals?
Oh yeah! The crystals get brighter the further along you go.
Great! Then lead the way. Miss Neon can guide us, Miss Liveryn can plot the route, and Miss Hammering can clear the path.
Sounds good.
We got a team going.
No problem.
All right then, it's official. From here on out, I am no longer Neon.
Neon's finally useful.
I'm Supervision Neon.
What type of magic glasses are those anyway?
I'm not so sure myself. All I know for sure is that they're high-performance glasses with a multitude of functions. I'll have to give them a look when we're back in the Ark to find out more. None of this technology is something you'd find at any of the big 3. And it's too high level to be a personal customization job.
Really now?
Something's fishy here.
I'll look into it on my end. I have my own theory.
Let's hear it.
No, I don't want to say anything until I'm sure. I'll contact you after I look into it.
Technology that even the big 3 won't be able to do,
Now you
huh?
actually seem like a real spy for once.
I've always been a real spy. Anyway, just follow me, Anise. Supervision Neon will guide the way.
Do those glasses have a self-destruct button by any chance?
They do.
Really?
They do?
Can you tell me how to activate it?
At the end of the frame...
Oh, wait, don't say it. Why in the world would it have that function anyway?
Probably best to know how to
It's me.
activate it so you don't accidentally activate it.
Let's head out.
Yep, let's go. All of us proceed forward.
Oleg,
Yes?
you mentioned before how you felt someone clearly created these crystals with intent.
Yeah?
Who do you think it could be?
That's some big
Beats
mystery
me.
here.
Is there a possibility they're nearby?
Hard to say.
Could they be living in this
dig
place?
a bit deeper into this hypothetical, though. Let's say that I'm the one who made these things. Here's a group of people barging in and messing around with my creation. People I've never seen before. If it were me, I'd make my presence known right away, either by saying something or by using force.
Yeah.
So I think we're safe. For now, at least.
Yeah, for now.
Right.
Always for now.
For now.
Is it a human that's doing this, though?
I will clean up neatly and
I
beautifully.
find that hard to imagine, like, a human living out here with these crystals. Now that's so far away. starting to take a lot more damage now. At least until I do this.
Glass slippers, full contact. Pour out. Now is the time of true beauty.
Hold still, stop hopping around. You jackrabbit.
I should start preparing for the next class.
Another crossroads. This is where you come in, Neon.
Got it! Supervision, activate!
She's not gonna say that every
The
time
crystals
now,
to
is
the
she?
right are a bit brighter.
Dang, those glasses are like a cheat code. There isn't even any risk of a mind switch, since the function is limited solely to the glasses. I think you're gonna end up being the MVP of this operation, Neon.
You're too kind. Like they say, with great power comes great responsibility. And besides, I'm no longer the typical Neon. I'm Supervision Neon.
She's really gonna keep going with that, is
That's
she?
it. I've had it. Say goodbye to those stupid glasses.
Twinkle Eye, activate!
Yeah, boy, she got other
My
catchphrases.
eyes! Wowee, that really worked! How'd that feel, Anise?
Oh, it hurts like hell. My eyes are still burning a bit.
Anyway, let's keep moving.
All of us proceed forward. Ruppy, do you know anything about Neon's glasses?
No, I don't.
Maybe I should ask Ingrid.
That'd be a surefire way to find out more, yes?
Come to think of it, how much do you know about Neon?
She joined our squad on short notice, and she adjusted really quickly.
Claiming she was a
We
spy
never
the
had
whole
much
time.
time to gather any detailed information about her past. Or rather, I never deemed it to be necessary.
Yeah, since she was so easygoing and all. But do you think she even knows those details about herself?
Probably not.
She doesn't seem to know much of anything. Not even her glasses.
We'll look into it later. If she's okay with it, of course.
Yeah, let's do that.
Roger.
Definitely would be good to be staying informed about our squad mates. We continue to move forward, with Neon's supervision leading the way. After a while, we stop at another fork in the road.
Neon, if you would.
Supervision, activate!
You really don't have to say that every
Does she
time.
have to say that every single time?
Strange? Supervision, activate! Something's wrong. I think my supervision may be broken. The brightness is all the same.
There's no difference at all between any of the crystals?
Nope.
All right then, it's hammer time.
Hammering swings her hammer, splitting one of the crystals into two.
This way we can see which half of the crystal is shining and use it to keep heading towards the main crystal.
Right, that.
What you're saying makes sense, but I don't see any change to the two halves.
Supervision, activate.
Jeez, where'd all that confidence from before go?
The left side seems a bit brighter.
Then we'll head this way.
Wait,
Liveryn looks around the surroundings more warily.
that's odd.
What is it?
What to see?
The right path. Why haven't the lights gone out?
Lights?
If they weren't connected to the main crystal cluster, it should have gone out.
You're right.
This is purely a gut feeling. But the right path seems... how to put it?
More inviting?
Artificial.
Artificial?
Yes. Up to this point, the crystals along the path have been growing freely. This side, on the other hand, seems carefully manicured. Like it was deliberately designed to look a certain way. It's almost too perfectly random. It doesn't produce any feeling of unease. And the pathway is far too winding. Looking at it straight on, There are some turns that are so sharp that you can see the walls. This was a trade city. They would have never designed a road like that.
Is someone living
Whatever
here then?
designed these crystal formations, they're intentionally avoiding the road.
Maybe there's some hidden treasure afoot?
Let's go that way then. I'm not sure what it could be, but this is a clear sign something is waiting for us there.
Someone.
Experience has told me that if the signs are telling you something, you should follow them.
Alright, let's move. I kinda doubt we're gonna find an actual person here. Just don't know what that's gonna be though. If not a person, then what?
It is not becoming to rush. I will go slowly.
Moving.
Battle theme. Yeah, it's near the end already. I got 10 out of 14 collected. And the boss is right there. That's 3. 1, 2, 3. Not seeing the last one. Well, let's keep
On
going.
my way.
Coming. Here we go.
Almost there.
Darn. There's a puddle of water in the way.
What's the big deal? Just step over it.
Is
It's
it electrified?
shallow.
Can you carry me for a bit? Electronic devices are susceptible to water.
Fine.
Can you carry me too, Commander?
If you're not feeling well, I can carry you, Liveryn.
Crappie.
Never mind then.
You're also a Nikke, so that'd be kind of a big ask for the commander. A few moments later.
Ceiling is awfully low.
We might have to crawl.
Crawling is our specialty.
Let me get that CG again.
Do you want to go first, Commander?
Even if I'm crawling, I might have a hard time squeezing through there.
Then just lie down. I'll pull you.
Okay, thanks.
Roll the hammer.
You make it sound like she's a piece of luggage.
I'm surprised you were able to find a passable route. None of the scans I conducted found any viable routes.
Well, this is what I do for a living.
Do you have any tips for me?
Sorry, can't go sharing trade secrets. Gotta make my money somehow.
Fair enough. A few moments later.
It's too dark in here. I can't see anything. Not even changing to night vision helps. What should I do? Commander, could you hold my hand?
Liveryn.
Ow! Who just slapped the back of my hand?
Crappie.
All right. It's time for me to shine.
Crappie is
once
not
again.
letting her have it.
Pardon the pun. Twinkle vision, activate!
You do realize each of our phones has flashlights on them, don't you?
Yeah.
Sure, but isn't it cooler when I do it with my eyes?
A few moments later.
Turn a little more to the left. Okay, no threats detected.
Never thought we'd use the operation device like this.
The camera provides a surprisingly good view of your surroundings. It's also small enough to attach to your ear, so I can check narrow areas that a person wouldn't be able to cross through. The only reason this usually doesn't happen is because it's typically aligned to match the commander's POV.
What would happen if we spun the operation device around?
Then I'd get pretty darn dizzy. Anyway, I'm not detecting any crystals. You can cross.
Ugh, this is gonna be another tight fit.
Tell me about it.
Neon, you should go first.
She's the
You'll
smallest
be
out
able
of
to
everyone
pass
here.
through more easily than us.
We maneuver our way through a seemingly endless series of cramped and hazardous pathways. I thought I was gonna show that one crawling CG again. Guess not this
upon me,
time.
my audience.
Oh man, we're getting real deep into the city. Crystals are getting bigger. Not these things. I hate these things.
Everything superfluous will be banished from paradise.
They just refuse to go down quickly. I don't know if there's a trick to fighting these, or if it's really just
where you belong.
shoot them until their shields go down. That's all I've been doing so far to beat these things. Shields just last so long.
Just a little more.
Yeah. Oh man.
Everything superfluous will be banished from paradise.
Especially when they're in the final boss of the area. They're always extra long.
Glass slippers, full contact. Pour out.
It's called glasses. Huh. Oh, there it goes. Thank goodness. No need to overstay your welcome.
I should start preparing for the next class.
It is not coming. Here we go. I shall grant you victory, Your Grace.
187.
Moving.
Boom, girl to the rescue!
Moving. I'm glad I was able to protect everyone.
Ah, more. Alright,
It is
keep
not
going.
becoming to rush. I will go slowly.
Should I begin?
It is not becoming to rush. I will go slowly.
Finally, some breathing room.
Well done, everyone.
Stretch those elbows out.
Don't move. I'm detecting raptures up ahead.
What? How could raptures get in here?
There's no way raptors could have taken the path we just took.
That means we're on the right path, doesn't it?
Generally.
The way I see it, someone left the raptures there and purposely smashed up the pathway we just crossed. To keep people out.
Then could there be treasure up ahead?
I'm sure of it. And it may be the key to unlocking the secret behind these crystals.
Here too.
The raptures are alerted to your presence. Engage with caution. There are a lot of crystals in the vicinity.
Getting close. More enemies means more close to the truth.
It's time I teach all of you a lesson.
Ah, geez, that did a lot of damage.
My turn. Everything superfluous will be banished from paradise.
Time for
Heal
class
up.
to begin.
Glass slippers, full contact. Pour out.
And what are we gonna find here? Who are we gonna find?
Give me just a second.
There's a lot of them. Keep it up, we got it.
Have to do some quick maintenance.
Ah,
Everything
Okay,
superfluous will
ultimate.
be banished from paradise.
go ult.
Time for class to begin. Return to where you belong.
I'm just noticing, but did Marciana's little slapper thing
Now is the
actually
time
have the word
to
spank on it?
really
Like I feel like barely on the tip of it. I actually saw the word spank written on it. Was I just seeing things?
What a truly beautiful story this was.
Was I just seeing
I
that?
am
Or
most
was I-
pleased with it.
my brain making that
Raptor
up?
threat eliminated. No further presence detected. Up ahead of you. You should see an iron gate.
Wow, this is all way more action-packed than I thought it'd be.
Hurry, let's go and open it!
You don't have to tell me twice.
Wait a moment. Something has felt off for a while now. This all seems so artificial to me. The narrow and rugged paths, the arrangement of the crystals, even the raptures from earlier. This is definitely the work of an intelligent being.
Yeah.
That makes it even more exciting!
I respect your desire to get to the bottom of this, but the situation
If
may
it was a
not be
human
as
living
simple
out here,
as we
where
initially
would they be
thought.
getting their food and stuff?
If there is an intelligent being ahead, what could it possibly be?
A crystalline human, perhaps?
You're nothing if not imaginative, Elig. Maybe we should just pass through here and head towards the cluster of crystals.
Listen to me. It's clear that someone created these crystals with a purpose. They're an artificial creation. Now, if you're correct and the pathway we've just traversed has all been a construction, that would indicate that there's a high chance of an intelligent being of some kind who's behind all this. In other words, the very being who created these crystals might be just up ahead. I've got so many questions running through my mind. The excitement is almost too much.
Are they gonna be up for conversation? Because they don't seem like it so far.
It could be one of the heretics.
There's nothing to worry about. We've got the counters with us, who eat heretics for breakfast.
Don't go that far.
I don't think a heretic would make a particularly healthy breakfast.
Commander, Liveryn is right. The probability of us encountering an intelligent being is high, and there is a high probability that it will be hostile. If we're particularly unlucky, we could be dealing with a heretic.
Do I have any Vaphaus on me? What do you think is the best course of action?
I still think going ahead is the best option. While I have my reservations about this place, hostile or not, we might be able to obtain rare and valuable information from it.
Alright, Ken, let's go.
Hammering. Open the door. We'll guard from behind.
Understood.
Here we go.
Second piece. Found crystals, no anomalies detected, sending SOS signals.
Very well.
They are human.
On my way.
We have the EX stage.
Eliminated.
Way over there. That humming is very ominous.
Moving. Should I begin?
The Rapture's eliminated.
It is not becoming.
Boom, girl to the
It is not becoming.
I shall grant you victory, Your Grace.
188.
On my way.
I know that theme. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a real
Very
good
well.
boss theme.
Moving out.
It is not becoming to
Almost
rush.
there.
Should I begin?
Moving. I shall grant you victory, Your Grace.
It is not becoming to rush.
Over here, the
I
last
will go
collectible.
slowly.
Here we
Nothing.
go.
Ah, there it is. It's way out there. I don't want to have to backtrack all that way. I'll just leave it for another time,
is not
later.
Boom, girl to the rescue.
On my way.
We're here.
What is that sound?
It's some kind of machine running.
What is all this stuff?
As we open the iron door and enter, the first thing that catches our eyes is a towering crystal standing tall in the center of this area. There's definitely a humanoid figure in there.
These are medical machines. Old ones at that. Let me see if I can install Boom on them.
This is a very weird sight. Whatever's in there, there's definitely something in there. It's definitely running this operation.
Why would that be the first thing you think of?
Commander, there's something inside the center of the crystal.
Yeah. Looking at the center of the crystal, there's a blurry image, an indistinct silhouette. Is that a person?
Only one way to tell. I'm going to break it open. I don't think we have any other choice.
Are you sure you should be doing that, not hammering? You sure?
I have a bad feeling about this. This thing has to be destroyed.
Are you okay, Rappy? You're kind of freaking me out.
I have to destroy it.
Don't touch it.
Grave! Oh my god!
What the?
Don't touch it. Or you die.
It really is Cinderella here.
What
Oh
are
my
you
gosh!
doing here?
I mean, we're the ones who barged in here.
Whatever that thing is, it's not registered in the database. I can't tell you anything about it.
Could it be a pilgrim?
Hammering swings her hammer at the mysterious figure. Ooh. There's a dull thud as the weapon is deflected and hammering is sent flying backward. She slams into a wall full of crystals. Oh no. Oh boy.
Leave.
There's a resounding thud as a mass of steel drops beside the mysterious figure. Resembles a...
Is that a coffin?
It's Grave!
Get out.
Who are you?
Leave.
A real genuine pilgrim! If only I could get a photo!
Now's not the time.
If you don't... leave now. I'm going to kill you.
Mysterious figure picks up the large rectangular box and points it at us. At the end of the steel box, there's what appears to be a gun barrel.
Wait, let's talk this out.
Commander, we're engaging.
Yep, no, go on.
Get ready for a fight.
7 dwarves. Ready.
7 dwarves.
7 dwarves?
Ooh. That's quite the intimidating weapon. Tendrils of flame spew from the barrel. A blinding, brilliant spear of light hurls past us and slams into the wall of crystals. Oh boy. There's a cacophonous explosion as the wall is entirely vaporized out of existence.
What incredible firepower!
This
Oh
is
boy.
insane.
Who are you? I said, who are you?
Gotta take a picture.
Liveryn.
Move.
Yeah? Once again, the barrel starts to fire. Seeing another luminescent spear flying toward Liveryn.
No.
Ella throws herself toward Liveryn, pushing her out of the way of the sphere's trajectory. The sphere obliterates the narrow wall.
Have you lost your mind? This is a life or death situation, and all you can think about is taking a picture?
Just move aside for a moment. I'll pull back after I get a picture, okay?
So this is what you're sent here for,
Hammering
huh?
is hurt.
We've got to close the distance and engage in close combat.
If we can get close, that is.
I'll be the decoy.
I'm detecting a massive swarm of raptures.
Solar flare, let me neon,
Coming in
quick!
through the broken walls.
Ceasefire, retreat! Denise, Neon, take care of hammering. Liveryn secures her escape route.
On it.
You can't leave.
You just told us to! You just told us to! Another spear hurls itself towards us. Hammering prepares to swing her hammer.
Have I ever told you? My dream was to be a baseball player.
You said that before and missed.
You did, and I don't think you'd have made a great hitter. Oh god, we're done for!
Oh. Hammering swings her hammer and hits the spear, slamming it into the ground. The moment it makes contact, there's an enormous explosion. Amongst the sonorous blast and tumbling of vibrations, plumes of dust and crystal shards fill the air. For a short moment, visibility is reduced to 0. Then, from amongst the haze, we see the hordes of raptures who have rushed from over the wall.
Encounter. Everyone check your position.
Denise, Neon, can you find that woman?
She must have fled.
I'll keep looking.
Hammering, your arm!
I'm a bit banged up, but I'm still standing. My arm will get better eventually.
There are a lot of crystals embedded in your arm. We've got to hurry and get them out.
Oh no.
First things first. We've got to eliminate these enemies.
I knew something was gonna
Get
happen
in
to one of these
formation,
girls.
FF. Concentrate your firepower.
I knew something was gonna happen. I really hoped I was gonna be proven wrong.
I'm here. There's no cause for concern.
But we found Grave and Cinderella. That's good news. Just need to make amends with them for now. However, we'll do that. Robbie,
Everything
being
superfluous
so
will be banished from
eager to
paradise.
destroy Cinderella,
Time for class to begin.
makes sense considering Red Hood.
Last
That's probably the Red
slippers,
Hood in
full
her wanting to
contact.
act out.
All right. I'll see it through.
Most definitely the Red Hood in her. None of you.
Everything superfluous will be banished from paradise. Return to where you belong. Trying to finish a little more.
Keep mowing them down.
Rapture's eliminated!
This is
Enemy
getting
down.
good. This is getting
How's
good.
hammering?
I'm fine. Sorry for holding you all up.
Stay still. We've got to get these crystals out.
Commander, the central crystal is gone!
Huh.
No trace of that woman from earlier either.
She moved that quick. Shifty, talk to me.
If she was a Nikke, she's not registered in the database. And that's assuming she even is a Nikke. There's a high possibility that was a pilgrim. Target designated as unknown. Continue to track her. Whoever she is, she seems to have a close connection to this area.
Liveryn, you're up.
On it! I'll...
Now?
Oh, for crying out loud.
Liveryn, after her!
Wait a moment!
Come on now. Just ignore it. You know how much I hate following up on things, and yet you forced me to do exactly that. How is it going?
Liveryn, what are you doing?
Sorry, I just need a moment.
We don't have a moment. Huh? I can see that you read my messages, yet there's no response. Interesting. Okay, fine. Have it your way. It's not like that.
Now is not the time to be using your phone!
The Raptures are coming!
Oh god.
Miss Liveryn!
I'll figure something out.
Liveryn roughly shoves her cell phone into her pocket.
Let's go. I'll guide you.
A moment later.
Wait a second. This path.
Yes, it's the same as the one that led us to the crystal cluster. I'm willing to bet that's where our mysterious friend is headed.
Did anyone else hear her say 7 dwarves?
Yeah.
Yes.
I didn't know
definitely
Gray's weapon
heard
was a
it.
7 dwarves.
Who in the world is she? And what about the thing inside the crystal?
Could it be the crystal human Alec mentioned?
No, it seemed like it was a Nikke.
What was she trying to do?
Considering how well hidden it was, I'd say this place was intended to be off limits. And those medical devices...
Trying to bring her back.
I don't have a clue.
Oh, I thought you were about to have an epiphany.
How are you holding that pain ring?
I'm okay.
No, you're not. Your back is fine, but you've still got a load of crystal fragments stuck in your arm.
We got the tweezers,
I
anyone?
extracted as many as I could, but some of them were practically microscopic. We need to wrap this mission up quickly and get you back for a detailed examination.
That's not good.
All I've got to do is clench my fist and they'll pop out on their own.
It's not how this works at all.
Don't be a fool. And don't go swinging your hammer at an opponent you've never seen before. There's no way of knowing she was even looking for a fight.
She was pointing a gun at us.
And firing quite a couple
So I
times.
decided to make the first move.
Fair enough.
I wouldn't just swing my hammer at anyone.
Okay, I'm sorry.
What is up with you? You've got a face like you just ate a crap sandwich.
That's certainly one way of
How
putting
would
it.
you know what a crap sandwich tastes like?
You know I didn't mean that literally.
We need to keep moving. But first, let me respond to this customer.
Yeah, sure.
Excuse me?
It's extremely important.
Being this far out and still having to work must be tough.
Someone must really want their pizza delivered.
Yeah, it isn't easy.
What are they saying? Sorry, got surprised by some raptures. I'm really sorry. I was trying to contact you and didn't have a chance. I'll make sure it doesn't happen again. Master, is something the matter? You don't seem to be checking on the messages. Hello? Are you angry? I'm sorry, please, just don't harm Fragile. Oh, they're threatening someone. Ah, jeez. I beg of you, I'll do anything. Did you block me?
No. Oh no.
Oh, no.
No.
What's wrong?
Commander, you have connections in the central government, don't you?
Somewhat?
Perhaps.
There she is, up ahead.
Hey, Grave.
She looks worn out.
Probably from having to haul all that gear with her.
She does seem a bit overloaded. Maybe we should help her out?
Sure. Let's
Maybe
go
when
and
she's
ask
not
if
shooting
Nikke
at
can.
us.
Stop following me.
Then why don't you come over to us? That way we won't have to follow you.
Don't play word games with me.
Okay, sorry.
Who are you? What is that coffin you're carrying around? And what did you mean when you said 7 dwarves?
You don't need to know.
We just want to talk. We're not your enemy.
You're a human. Humans are perfidious creatures.
That's a big word.
They don't keep their promises.
Yeah,
They're just like the rest.
there are a lot of scum out there, but
Who are you
there
to
are
say
some good
that
ones.
you know the commander?
Humans are all the same. So stay away.
Rappy and East Neon? Let's approach carefully.
Roger.
With our hands in the air, we cautiously move forward a step at a time.
Don't come near.
The unknown pulls something that looks like a giant steak from her bag and inserts it into the nearby crystal.
The crystal!
The crystal begins to expand. Oh boy, here we go. The crystal expands in the blink of an eye. That before we can do anything, it's created a barrier between us and the unknown.
No!
Did she give some kind of energy to that crystal for it to absorb?
Everyone move. I'm gonna break it.
Hammering chips away at the wall of crystal, blocking our way. It quickly shatters, but reveals nothing on the other side.
She's gone. We know she was heading towards the crystal cluster, so we can continue to follow her.
Looks like we don't have much option right now. The ground begins to shake.
What is that?
Is it an earthquake?
I'm detecting anomalies in the nearby crystals.
What's going on? Why are they flickering like that?
Oh boy, it's mutating. Nearby crystals begin to grow at a rapid rate. I gotta give me a little bit more.
Very well. Moving out.
Encounter!
Oh, I never hit the button.
Here we go.
Hit the button.
It is not becoming to rush. I will go slowly.
Coming.
On my way.
We're being hemmed in.
Isn't this the way we just came?
Yes, but it's completely blocked now.
That's not good.
Go left!
The ground to the left has turned entirely into crystal.
Then towards 11 o'clock.
Wow. That
This is getting
crystal
real
looks
messy,
like
real
a
quick.
bird. It wasn't there before.
The path has been destroyed!
Oh boy.
The crystals are expanding faster and faster. We're not going to be able to go back the way we came.
Maybe I'm just imagining things. But it seems like the crystals are expanding in our direction.
Oh
No,
boy.
you're right. They're definitely heading towards us.
As far as the crystals are concerned, we're a source of nutrition.
Unfortunately.
What in the world was that thing the unknown inserted into the crystal? Surely there couldn't have been enough energy in that thing to cause all these crystals to expand so dramatically.
Some sort of reaction.
What should we do?
Just have to fight through it. Since the path ahead has been destroyed, we're going back and using an option. We'll proceed toward the crystal cluster.
What?
crystal cluster is at the end of the city. There should be an exit somewhere around there.
Understood. Liveryn, can you find us a path leading to the crystal cluster?
Yes, I can. I have to. Follow me.
I'll take the front along with Miss Liveryn.
Huh?
I'll use this auxiliary battery to distract the crystals.
Will that work?
If you overload the auxiliary battery, you can create a temporary burst of energy.
I see.
Since these crystals are so drawn to energy, I could throw it and use it to distract them. I've got about 20 batteries, so they should come in handy.
Where do you even have space for all those batteries?
Smart girl. Let's make use of it now.
Things are starting to get hairy around here. We better get a move on.
All right.
Finally get to meet Grave properly now. Man, this is cool.
It's time I bring this class to a close.
I don't think we're gonna get her on our side at the end of this chapter, but we at least met her now. Yeah.
Everything superfluous
These
will
dumb
be banished
things.
from paradise. Return to where you belong.
Get out of here.
Now is the time of true beauty.
Yeah. Scum! How dare you stun me in the middle of my ult?
Everything superfluous will be banished from paradise.
We'll pay for that.
Time for class to begin.
I think it does have a spank written on the end of it.
Glass slippers, full contact. Pour out. What a truly beautiful story this was. I am most pleased with it.
Ah, man, I hate
To
caves.
the right, Alec!
Got it. Wow, this is working pretty well. They don't care about us at all. They're focusing entirely on the batteries. I think we'll be able to proceed quite safely.
Way to think on your feet, Alec. All I've done is sit around and panic.
Well, the path did disappear, so I understand why you'd be a bit overwhelmed. I know I'd probably panic if I was suddenly left without any electronic devices.
Yeah.
But you wouldn't immediately give up and have to depend on others.
Huh?
The moment I get lost, I give up and have to rely entirely on others.
We all grow in
It
our
doesn't
own
matter
ways.
who it is.
That's called helping each other out.
Helping each other.
Commander, are you okay?
I'm fine.
We've covered quite a bit of distance, but you're keeping up. Your stamina is much better than it used to be.
Totally. It feels like only yesterday that Rappy was having to carry Master around on her back.
Did she now?
I don't recall the commander ever requiring that much assistance.
She's blushing. How are you doing, Hammering?
All good. Feeling a bit sluggish, but nothing I can't handle.
I've already requested support. And arranged for you to receive treatment the moment you get back.
Thanks, Shifty.
Will she
You're the
last that
best.
long, though?
You're welcome. Huh? I'm picking up the unknown at 10 o'clock.
Ah, again. Off in the distance, the unknown can be seen. She's moving at a slow pace. So long as we remain undetected, we should be able to approach her.
Ella, can you give me an auxiliary battery? Just one ought to do the trick.
Sure, but why?
I'm gonna throw it over there and block her path.
How are you possibly going to get it that far out?
She can swing
I'm
her
gonna
hammer,
give it
so I
a
imagine
whack
she can
with my
throw things.
hammer.
Whoa.
Your baseball again, huh?
Incoming fire!
I'll deflect it.
Everyone, get back! It's a high-powered lightning shock!
Lightning, huh?
Expected impact point between the front and rear.
Oof. projectile slams into the ground, causing a vivid electric discharge to pour out. Which in turn brings the crystals. In an instant, a crystal manifests and then expands, blocking our path. Liveryn and Ellig are caught on your side of a rapidly expanding crystal line structure.
I'll destroy it.
Don't! If you approach it before the lightning subsides, you'll be incinerated.
Oh man.
Damn, I didn't expect this.
We were too slow on the draw.
Liveryn, Ellig, can you hear me? A voice rings out from beyond the crystal wall.
Yes! We can hear you!
Once the lightning subsides, let's break through the wall.
It's coming again!
Oh no. Everyone spread out. We'll meet at this crystal cluster.
Okay!
See you there.
Another lightning shot falls in front of us, and the crystal spans. You be a swift retreat and move away from the main path.
Here we go.
Final stretch.
Should I begin?
Very well.
I'm glad I was able to moving.
Coming. It is not becoming to rush. I will go slowly.
I don't see her anymore. Do you?
Nope. She seems to have gone somewhere else.
Almost there, almost
What
there.
about the path?
Just a bit further, and we should be at the crystal cluster. I hope everyone else finds their way there.
I'm worried. They don't have a guide.
They'll be fine. They're good at thinking on their feet. We're not that far from the cluster either, so they'll find the way. If anyone should be worried, it's us.
Why should we worry? We've got you as a guide.
Small consolation considering how useless I've been.
Miss Liveryn?
Yes?
Why did you volunteer for this mission?
I wanted to improve my lot in life. Why else?
That's one way of putting it.
I've been thinking... Couldn't you just do something else?
I understand what you're saying, but it's not that simple.
There's plenty of other transportation-based work. Deliveries aren't the only option. If you hate having to pander to others, couldn't you try some other line of work, even if the pay isn't quite as nice? Miss Liveryn, you signed up for this mission for a different reason, didn't you?
Yes, that's right.
And you're not gonna tell me, or anyone else, what it is?
Afraid not.
It's true that I wanted to escape. But... I'm sorry. I just can't trust you with that information yet.
Well,
I guess
if
we'll get
that's
there
how you
work on
feel,
that.
There's not much I can do about it.
I'm sorry if I hurt your feelings, but I'm also curious. You seem to be doing perfectly fine, and aren't under a tremendous amount of pressure. Why did you volunteer for such a dangerous mission?
What are you talking about? I'm under a lot of stress.
Just good at hiding it, I guess.
Don't look at me like I'm crazy.
Oh, sorry.
The reason I came here is simple. I need a way to relieve my stress. The very act of living is stressful for me.
Why?
Tens of millions of people live in the Ark. Except for the Outer Rim, the infrastructure in the Ark is extremely advanced, and most people enjoy it.
How big is the
But
Ark?
it's
I've always been
strange.
curious about that.
There's no power plant on the Ark. No thermal, wind, hydro, or nuclear power. Nothing. And that, my friend, is where the problem arises. Everyone lives comfortably in their cushy society. But they never ask themselves, where does all that energy come from?
I know where it comes from.
Well, I know the answer. That's why I came here. Once you find out the answer as well, I'm sure you won't want to spend another second in the Ark.
Yeah, makes sense. Hard to forget that.
This is an
Whole
educational
big conspiracy
experience
with
as
the
well.
Ark. So much going on in the background. We barely even scratched the surface of.
Everything superfluous will be banished from paradise.
Glass slippers, full contact. Pour out.
After this battle comes the boss.
There are more. All sorted.
Yeah, like 2 of them, 3 of them. Get out of here. Get out of here.
Everything superfluous
Ooh,
will
they
be
hurt
banished
Marciana a
from
lot there.
paradise. Time for
Patch yourself
class
up.
to begin. Return to where you belong.
Then rip it in half. Don't you do it. And clear. I hope we're gonna be able to help Liveryn.
I should start preparing for the next class.
She's clearly being threatened into this position. I hope we can help her.
Moving.
Boom, girl to the rescue.
It is not becoming to run.
Rapture's eliminated.
On my way.
Nope.
Moving.
Can we get past it?
Boom, girl to the rescue.
Very
There,
well.
walk around it.
Moving, coming.
Ah,
It
God,
is
don't let me
not
walk around
becoming
it.
to run.
Should I begin?
Ah, fine, fine. I'll pick it up later. Boss time, here we go.
On my way.
We've got a problem.
What is it?
My eyes are killing me.
What's up?
You know glasses too much hurt?
I think it's because I kept my supervision on this entire time.
Ah,
But those are part of your glasses, not your actual eyes.
Yeah, but I still have to see through them.
Then give them to me, and I'll wear them.
Hey, don't go trying to mooch off my unique abilities just because you can't contribute anything in this scenario.
Neon.
Jeez, that's hitting below the belt.
Sorry.
Can you just turn them off?
Commander, the light source from the crystal cluster is noticeably closer.
Yeah, we must be getting close. It's also getting warmer.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I can handle it for now.
The expansion of the crystals has slowed down significantly. Barring any unforeseen occurrences, we should arrive near the crystal cluster soon.
Will Liveryn and Ella be okay?
I don't foresee any major issues with them. Liveryn will act as a guide, and they're good in a pinch. The only thing that concerns me is their combat skills.
Even so, the raptures here are all weakened, so I think it'll be okay. Speaking of which, what are raptures doing here anyway?
That's a big question, huh?
There are raptures littered all over here. Wait. It is a bit strange. It feels like some kind of graveyard. This place is filled with crystals that consume raptures for nutrients. So, why would there still be raptures remaining here?
There are two possibilities. Either some of the raptures have adapted to this area and are able to remain,
Something's drawing them here.
or someone has been bringing these raptures in here.
Personally, I think the latter theory makes more sense.
Bringing the
Agreed.
raptors here for the
If these
crystals to feed
crystals
off
were an
of,
artificial creation,
then revive Cinderella?
whoever made them would have also brought in raptures as a food source.
What do you think could be behind this thing?
I'm not sure.
Is it just
Shaking.
me, or does the ground feel a little unstable?
You're right. I'm reading subtle changes in the positional values.
Oh boy.
To the left. Rapture units are on the move.
A massive horde of raptures surges forth, causing the ground to tremble.
Where did they all come from?
And why are they moving like that?
Something isn't right. They're moving at breakneck speed. Far too fast to be on the prowl. It's almost as if they're running away.
We'll be arriving at the crystal cluster soon. Stay alert. We can only assume that cluster has something to do with those raptures retreating.
A while later. Here we are. We arrive at the crystal cluster, which is truly gargantuan. The intensity of the light and heat emitting from the are equally formidable. I surely doubt I'll be able to get any closer to it.
It's so surreal seeing it up close.
So,
It's emitting
what
that
do we
much
do
heat,
now?
huh?
I think we'll have to wait until LA gets here.
Suddenly, Hammering breaks off into a sprint.
Where are you going?
Ellig and Liveryn are over there.
Huh? Where?
They're stuck in the crystal cluster.
What?
As I look in the direction Hammering is rushing off towards. But no, this will. No, I was not expecting that. Which clearly belonged to Liveryn and Ellig.
Did they get split in half?
I was not expecting this.
Doesn't seem like it.
A lot less gruesome than I was expecting.
How are you so sure?
They're still moving. For all intents and purposes, they seem unharmed.
You think so?
I do. Listen closely. You can hear their voices.
What is this place? What am I doing in here?
This is just great. We're stuck in here with our butts towards the sky. What if the commander sees us? I didn't have a chance to properly shower today.
Yeah, I'm right here, unfortunately.
Let's go get them out of there.
All right.
Can I shut off my supervision now? My eyes are killing me.
Why didn't you do that earlier?
You've had it on this whole time? By the way, aren't places like this usually guarded by something?
One would think.
When do you think we can expect this particular gatekeeper to arrive?
Personally, if it were me, I'd do a dive bomb from the sky.
Lord class, incoming!
And there they are. A rapture consumed by crystals falls from the sky, blocking our way.
Neon, I swear to God!
It wasn't me. I was just saying.
Time to crash. Crystal create an ear-splitting, piercing noise.
Do you think this is what caused those raptures to turn tail and run?
No, I'm willing to bet it was something else. Everyone stay frosty.
Roger.
Alright, here we go. I was not expecting to be greeted with that sight before a big boss fight, but not complaining at all. Here we go! May not be my first time fighting this, but it's my first time in the story to do it. Let him have it!
Not everything superfluous will be banished from paradise.
Return to where you belong.
Trying to finish.
Wow, that's a lot of health. Shoot down. You're never giving up. Get rid of it.
Might everything superfluous will be
Give
banished
it
from
up.
paradise.
Keep that sport up.
Last slippers, full contact.
Giving up.
See it through.
Ooh, nice try.
Everything superfluous will be banished from paradise.
Doing good so far.
Return to where you belong.
Seems to be able to clear this quite easily. Unless it's pulling out, unless it's gonna fall something big. Oh boy. Hold it. None of that. No super moves from you. Oh, here's something. Oh, Cinderella. That's a lot. I'm not gonna be able to do it all. Oh god. Hurry. Why aren't you all helping with this? Oh boy.
Preparing to reload.
Oh boy. Okay, not too bad, not too bad.
Superfluous will be banished from paradise. Time for
Patch yourselves up and keep going.
Last slippers, full contact. Pour out.
Never giving
Now
up.
is the time.
Here we go. Second phase. Let's do this.
True beauty.
Oop, that's a lot. Down it goes. Oh. Alright, first try.
Rapture's eliminated!
Enjoying the music a little bit more.
Certainly don't see that every day.
It
Alright.
absorbed all the surrounding electricity and expanded instantaneously.
Can we even call this thing a rapture?
No. I think coming up with another designation would be advisable.
If anything, it feels more like a moving crystal garden.
Yes. Slow moving and absorbing all the energy around it. Its purpose seems to be expanding the territory which the crystals occupy. As far as the raptures are concerned,
We're gonna help Alec and
it's
Liveryn
death
out of the
on
crystal
wheels.
now.
That's why they ran
They're still
from
stuck
it.
with their butts out.
Can you blame them? I'd run too.
First, let's deal with these two. Ah, showing us again. Thank you. Hammering attempts to wrench Liveryn and Alec from the crystal cluster.
Ow! Don't pull so hard, will ya?
I'm trying, but you're really stuck in there.
Are you saying I'm fat?
Just stay
Pleasantly
still.
plump.
I can't! I'm too ticklish! Whoa, watch the hands!
Not many places to grab.
This isn't working. I'm gonna break the crystal.
No, don't! You don't know what will happen.
We also don't know what will happen if you stay stuck in here like this.
Fair point.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna go for it. Oh, wait a second. Does anyone here have a location tracker?
A what?
I've got one! No spy ever goes without one!
Throw it to me. Whatever you do, don't come any closer.
What are you trying to do?
Okay.
Neon tosses the location tracker to Hammering. Hammering attaches it to herself.
The ground here feels awfully unstable. I think this crystal cluster is gonna come toppling down any second.
What?
That's not good.
Everyone, stay back! No matter what happens, just come and look for us.
Hammering, come on now.
Wait, what are you saying?
What's going on?
Oh boy.
Can someone please explain?
Hold on tight, Miss Liveryn.
Hold on to what?
Anything! Just not me.
You're the only thing I can hold on to!
What's happening?
It's coming down.
Abnormal vibrations detected.
We'll be waiting for you. I don't plan on dying just yet.
I hope they keep that word. There's a massive rumbling, and everything around us starts to shake. Soon after, the crystal cluster starts to slowly sink below the ground. In a scene that seemingly defies reality, the entire cluster tumbles below the surface. Robbie runs toward the collapsing cluster. All the raging heat and blinding light that filled the area only a few moments ago are now gone, vanished from sight. I'm utterly baffled as to what just happened.
Commander. Here.
I walk over to where Robbie is standing.
Look down there.
The area where the crystal cluster went down now consists of a seemingly bottomless abyss. Robbie, oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Robbie ignites the flare and tosses into the hole. Thanks to the flare's illumination, we're able to confirm what this cavernous opening truly is. This is...
Yes. It's an elevator shaft.
An elevator shaft. Man. Chapter complete. Oh. That is a scary void. Goodness
Very
gracious.
Moving out.
Well, back to the lobby for now. Reclamation Site 1.
Allow me to relay the central government's report regarding the current situation. First, the massive elevator discovered in what we have referred to as the Crystal Region has been confirmed as not being created by natural forces.
Yeah, that much is obvious.
This confirms that an intelligent entity is either stationed in that area or is exerting an influence over it. Our speculation is that this intelligent entity is either a pilgrim or a heretic, with opinions skewing
Could
towards
Brave have
the
done that
latter.
all on her own? I kinda doubt that. But why is that?
Doing so would justify deploying government forces to that area.
Since pilgrims are considered fairly benign?
Correct. Cases of conflict with pilgrims on the surface are few and far between, and even then, the damage incurred was minimal. The central government is inclined to believe the entity in question is a heretic. And so the consensus is that a proactive strike should take precedence over any search effort. A strike force will soon be dispatched from the Ark to Reclamation Site 01.
And who will that strike force be composed of?
Imagine us?
Absolute and Matisse.
Good.
Of course it's them.
If they're on the case, then we can rest easy.
Are they coming right now?
No, there is a small complication.
Of course there
They are
is.
currently in the middle of an important mission. So they will only be able to report after completing it.
So, when can we count on a rescue operation being launched? Are you saying we've got to sit around and wait until Absolute and Matisse show up?
Hammering's arm is riddled with crystals. We have no idea what it could do to her.
How much
We
time,
are
how much
also in
time
the
she has
dark
left?
as to what lies beyond the elevator. In this situation, we would prefer immediate action to be taken.
I have been told that their mission is of utmost importance, and they cannot be taken away from it now.
What are they doing even?
So, what should we do?
Go on ourselves? We move.
Just us? I don't like those odds.
We've been through plenty worse stuff before. But we can't just sit here and twiddle our thumbs.
I figured you would respond in this manner. So I took it upon myself to contact the remaining members of the following squads. Hammer and Drill, Pathfinder, and Electric Shock.
Cool.
Oh,
It didn't take much convincing to get them to agree.
My friends are in danger
For
after all.
better or for worse, they do not have much work at the moment, and so they gladly accepted my proposal.
Gonna meet Trony now.
The CEOs of the Big Three have also approved of this plan.
wow. You're amazing, Shifty.
We couldn't have asked for a better operator.
They'll be arriving soon. Once they do, you all can formulate a strategy.
Thank you, Shifty.
Don't mention it.
And so the chapter ends. Man, that was a super fun two chapters. Get to meet Eleg, two new Nikkes I never met before. Get to meet Grave, and Cinderella soon. Oh man, that was so much cool stuff going on. I cannot. I even got a little bit of that. I even got some random fan service right at the end there. But I think for today, I'm gonna wrap up here. It's been going on for a good long while. Got a lot done, more than I expected to get done. And I'm pretty wiped out too. But yeah, this was super fun and super cool. I cannot wait to continue on.
Harder. Just a bit harder.
But yeah, I'm gonna wrap up here for the day.